So the first season of this profile ended in Diamond Tier 4, and we do have some inherent weaknesses with this deck. Of course, this is a brand new profile, brand new free-to-play profile from scratch, and we will eventually try to do a complete set completion on this with every set that is published in Magic the Gathering Arena. Of course, this is a very, very tall order and not something that I would recommend anybody to ever try unless you are me, and I am a glutton for self-punishment. We got 6 packs out of our earnings for the season. The 4 from reaching Diamond ranked in Constructed, and 2 for getting gold ranked in Limited. Therefore, we were able to get 4 rare wildcards, 9 mythic rares, 25 commons, 15 uncommons. Now, something I have said was that I wanted to make an absolute beat stick out of the Azorius Artifacts deck, but I'm kind of having a change of heart. And that change of heart is coming not from me, but from what I think that this profile is meant to be. This profile is meant for the community. If it were not for the community, I would delete this profile immediately. But because I want to share this journey with you guys, we are going to make this a community profile. And we are going to vote on exactly what we want to do next. I will say that this was able to get me up into Diamond, and it's a hodgepodge of different things. There's a couple things that shouldn't be in here, like the Spectral Sentinel, at least not in the main board, and Glass Casket is definitely a sideboard card, but we don't have enough cards. We don't have a deep enough profile to actually have a sideboard that's worth having. Make Disappears are terrible in here. Negates are fine. Ossification, terrible in here, etc., etc. So we stick the best of one, and for that reason, we have to have Glass Casket in the main board. We don't have Harbinger. There's a couple of other things that make this kind of a poor deck. If it were completely just up to me, I would just continue to upgrade this deck and put pieces into it. What shall we say? Retrofit them into the deck. But because I want to make this profile about the community, I'm going to put it up to a vote. We are going to focus on one of 2 things. The first one is continuing to outfit our Azorius Artifacts deck in Historic. And the second thing would be to actually make a standard deck. The first thing we want to do before really starting to ramp our economy is have 1 good Historic deck, 1 good standard deck, and 1 good Explorer deck. These will start as best of 1 and then slowly over time become best of 3 decks. The second thing we could do is, instead of just focusing on Azorius Artifacts, it might be time for us to focus on making 1 standard deck on this profile. We have 25 commons, 15 uncommons, 4 rares, and 9 mythics. If you guys do not use Untapped.gg, I highly recommend downloading it. It will tell you a lot of the metrics that you are looking at in the arena. And as you can see, we have played 291 matches with this Azorius Artifacts deck. That is a lot of matches by anybody's metrics. I don't care who you are, that is a lot of that is a lot of matches. So let's say the deck might be getting a little bit stale. One of the big powerful things you could do with this, besides looking at your win rates with certain decks and etc., is you could actually view your full collection of cards. Now, as you can see, we have 12% complete in standard. Now, I think that number is a little bit deceiving, but it is on playset, so apparently we are doing better than I expected us to do when collecting cards, though only 5% of the rares and 2% of the mythics. When we go to Historic, you can see that we don't got nothing. That 1%, that's probably rounded to 1%. while we're looking at this, we also have this tool where we can view craftable decks. And this is where the true power of Untapped.gg lies. Let me kill these advertisements for you. There we go. This, in and of itself, is the full strength of Untapped.gg. It is phenomenal. It shows you the win rates with certain decks. This mono red aggro deck has a 54.8% win rate. The mono blue tempo deck has a 55% win rate with 540 matches played. So fantastic. And it also shows you the craftability of certain decks. This one right here, this mono blue tempo deck, we have the wild cards for it. We need 9 commons, 15 uncommons, and 3 rares, etc., etc. With that in mind, on a community poll that is going to come out sometime in the next couple of days, depending on if this video gets a lot of views and all that and people know that it's out there, then I will post the community poll. Be looking for that community poll to come around, because we are going to let you guys determine which of these decks we want to build. Either we are continuing to build the Azorius Artifacts historic deck, or we are going to build a mono red aggro in standard, a mono blue tempo in standard, or a mono red burn. And even though it doesn't show itself here, we're very close to kind of a mono red burn deck with our current kind of card base. But there it is. Yeah, right there. Mono red burn coming in at a 59.7% win rate, which I think is a little bit skewed, even though it has 3,200 matches. Yeah. Or this one. And I'm going to let you guys determine what to do, because this channel is for the community. Without the community, there is no free-to-play profile. Therefore, I will let you guys make the determination on what to do with it. Be looking for that poll. When we make that deck, inevitably, whatever deck you guys choose will sit right in here. The smart move is to continue to upgrade Azorius Artifacts, but the fun way is to build a standard deck. Now, I know you guys wouldn't hurt me, and you would only have the best intentions in mind when it came to trying to build this profile out from scratch, right? Well, I'm leaving my fortunes in your guys' hands, and we will continue to build this profile out. Thank you for joining today. Keep a lookout for that poll coming out, and I will see you guys next time in the arena. We're going to play that deck in the arena. We're going to see how it does, and I don't know. What do you guys want to see from this account going forward? Kind of hard to make content on it just because we have so few cards, but if you guys want to see me just put some jank together and live stream that stuff, we can definitely do that. I think that's the best way forward for this particular profile, mostly because of how shallow the economy is. And I do want to make this about the community. And together, we don't have any cards, guys. We don't have any cards. But together, we will grow. Make sure that you definitely like this video, because it needs to get out to as many people as possible to make sure that people show up to the polls. And we will come back with the results. The results of that poll will be the next video, I guess, or somewhere along the lines of that. Thank you for joining today. Make sure that you've liked the video and subscribed to the channel, and I will see you next time in the arena. Bye.